These are 5 people who have gone missing, and as of 2019, at the recording of this video, are still missing and whose cases still remain unsolved. On December 26, 2006, 23-year-old Brandi Jo Malonson left her parents' house after celebrating the Christmas holiday with them, but has never been seen or heard from since. Brandi was one of the survivors of the Columbine High School massacre, where she had witnessed several of her friends dying at the hands of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. And in the days and weeks that would follow, it was reported that she had become a wreck both emotionally and mentally in the aftermath of the shootings. Furthermore, Brandi had, unfortunately, become addicted to drugs and ended up in trouble several times with the law because of her illegal activities. At the time of her disappearance, Brandi Jo Malonson was on parole and was allegedly trying to put her life back together in the 7 years that had passed since the events of that tragic day. However, in the nearly 13 years that have passed since her disappearance, many wild and crazy theories ranging from her wanting to start a new life, to owing money to a violent drug dealer, to the theories that she had died at the hands of some criminal assassin because of her illegal activities, have spread like wildfire all over the internet. But there is no solid evidence or proof that can either confirm or deny these theories, and those who were Brandi's close friends, to her family, and even web sleuthers say that these theories are slanderous in the extreme. As of 2019, at the posting of this video, Brandi Jo Malonson remains missing and her case has turned cold. On December 13th, 2009, 30-year-old Steven Koecher left his home in Salt Lake City, Utah, and took a trip to Las Vegas, Nevada, where he later parked his car in an upscale retirement community in Henderson, Nevada, got out, and walked away, never to be seen or heard from since then. According to several different theories put forward by various web sleuthers and theorists, Steven was having both employment and financial difficulties in the months leading up to his vanishing, and difficulties in keeping up with his rent payments, which was later confirmed by the landlord of the apartment complex he lived in. But as for the reason why he decided to quit his job and take a trip down to Las Vegas is still an unknown factor in his mysterious disappearance. Some theories and guesses from folks on the internet claim that Steven was either trying to start a new life by staging his own disappearance, or that he was intent on committing suicide. But there is no solid proof or evidence to confirm or to deny these theories, and his family and close friends have denied that Steven was depressed or suicidal. Another, more slightly disturbing theory is that Steven was unknowingly part of a money-making scam or a lucrative short-term work scam, and could have possibly been trying to meet with someone in this neighborhood to discuss a job offer, but met with foul play in the area where he disappeared. At least, according to a theory that stems from a Craigslist post that was uncovered and archived in July of 2016. However, the police reported that they had conducted a thorough search of the neighborhood that Steven disappeared in, and that their search turned up nothing in regards to Steven becoming a victim of foul play. As of 2019, at the posting of this video, Steven Thell Koecher has been missing for nearly 10 years, and no new leads or evidence has turned up to confirm or to deny the endless theories and rumors about his vanishing. On January 25, 1998, Thomas Joseph Lonergan and his wife, Eileen Cassidy Lonergan, disappeared during a scuba diving trip in the Coral Sea near Australia's Great Barrier Reef and have not been found or heard from since. The married couple, who hailed from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, had recently completed a 2-year tour of duty with the Peace Corps on the island nation of Tuvalu, and that they were planning to commit to another term of work with the Peace Corps on Fiji. A search and rescue operation was launched to find the missing American couple, but their bodies have never been found, and the only pieces of evidence that have ever turned up was their scuba gear, which was washed onto a beach in eastern Australia, and a diver's slate which contained a written message that said, Monday, January 26, 1998, 8 a.m. To anyone who can help us, we have been abandoned on Agincourt Reef by MV Outer Edge, January 25th, 1998, 3 p.m. Please help to rescue us before we die. Help. But other than that, Tom and Eileen have never been found. Several wild theories suggest that Tom and Eileen staged their disappearances to start new lives somewhere else. But as of 2019, at the posting of this video, no one has touched their bank accounts and their insurance policies have not been claimed. While several other accounts by the mainstream press who read Tom and Eileen's diaries took several of the entries out of context to paint the couple as a mentally disturbed duo that were intent on killing each other off. However, this has been denied by their families, the Queensland police forces, and the coroners who examined the little evidence that turned up after their disappearance. In the 21 years since the disappearance of this couple, the Queensland government enacted stricter enforcement of scuba diving programs in the territory to make sure that every boat owner and operator makes a thorough head count of everyone on board before leaving a diving area. While the captain of the boat, who left the couple behind, was charged with their unlawful killing, but was later found not guilty. However, his scuba diving company was fined and later went out of business after pleading guilty to negligence. As for Tom and Eileen, no trace of them has ever been found. And even though their case has been brought to light with the 2003 film Open Water, which was heavily based on their disappearance but used fictional characters, there is still no concrete leads or evidence that point to where Tom and Eileen have gone or what exactly happened to them. On January 1st, 2008, 15-year-old Irish national Amy Fitzpatrick left the home of her friend Ashley Rose, whose brother she had been babysitting on that day. However, when Amy began her short walk back to her house, which was located in the same neighborhood of Mijas Costa in Malaga, Spain, she never arrived at her house, and for the last 11 years, aside from some unverified sightings, she has not been seen or heard from since. Several theories put forward by various people claim that Amy's disappearance was a targeted abduction for a ransom demand from her parents, as later on in June of 2009, her mother, Audrey Fitzpatrick, would receive a telephone call from an unknown individual who was reported to have an African accent that claimed to know all the information about Amy's disappearance. But in the end, the numbers she was given to respond to in regards to the information about Amy and the ransom demands were determined to originate from unregistered, prepaid phones. And no other information has been released in regards as to whether or not Audrey Fitzpatrick responded to those numbers or paid the ransom amount that was demanded by her daughter's alleged abductors. Several other mysterious and tragic events would befall the Fitzpatrick family and anyone who was associated with them, including the bizarre and unusual break-in and menial robbery of the house of the family lawyer, Juan Jose de la Fuente Texido, in August of 2008, the unverified sightings of Amy in 2011 at the Trafalgar Bar in Calahonda's El Zoco Center, where she was accompanied by an unknown woman, and the unfortunate death of Dean Fitzpatrick, Amy's 23-year-old brother, who met his end in 2013 in a stabbing death in Coolock, Dublin, Ireland, over a disagreement with Dave Mahan, who was the partner of his mother. As of 2019, at the posting of this video, Amy Fitzpatrick is still missing, and there are no new reported sightings, no additional evidence or witnesses, and no one knows if the family's private investigators or the Guardia Civil has made any progress in, hopefully, solving the mystery of her disappearance.